Hey everybody, welcome back to more Pokemon Colossem. I'm Yellow Shy. Hey, last time we got... Well, we're ready to face the boss of Mount Battle there, Dakim, as they've been calling him. So, Hitmontop is ready to go, so that's good. I think after calling it out of Hyper Mode there, that will get it down, and we're expected it to get a couple of levels here. Not sure if I've ever had Hitmontop on my team before, so I'm not too sure what move it learns here to replace Shadow Rush. Agility, okay, well, it's... See, agility is one of those stupoid moves, because only the fast Pokemon learn agility, so there's not too many Pokemon that actually need the speed that learn agility. So it's kind of a strange move, that. And I said no to a nickname. What am I doing? What am I doing? Okay, well, I'm going to the name raider then. I was just going to go cut to Mount Battle, but stupid me decides not to give a nickname there, so we'll go to the name raider. Because, well, did I go to 41? 41, yeah, okay. So there's been Wobbles, Moo Boner, and Peas-On. And those have been the nicknames. But none of them are going to compare to the corniness of the level that I have thought of one for Hitmontop. And you can do the math, well, not really math, but you can do the crap on it to find out if the letters actually make Hitmontop. And, well, it is, so unfortunately there's an extra T in it, but this is the name. And it kind of sounds like Hitmontop, so there you go. Yep. I'm not even going to say it. From now on, this Pokemon shall be known as Him-on-Top. Yeah. There you go. Well, and how do you know it? He's on top right there, too. He's on top of Peas-On. I'll see you guys at Mount Battle. Alright, here we are back at Mount Battle, and I have Quagsire and Espeon out to start, I believe. And this is the boss battle here of Mount Battle. This would be Dakim. Fine. After all the persuading I did, you still won't hand it over? Look at his feet, man. Those are huge feet. This is what happens to stubborn oafs who don't do as I say. Whoa! Getting violent here. You treacherous swine! How could you refuse to battle? Well, it's called Mount Battle. Treacherous? You don't really think that a worm like you could win? All you could do is hand over the time flute without making a fuss. It's your own fault for getting hurt. Since you're not cooperating, I don't have any choice but to haul you off to Iron's lab. Wow, he's tall. Oh, that's a strange face. Who are you? What are my underlings doing? That outfit of yours. You must be the troublemaker who messed with Scrub in Celebi's forest. And now you've come to mess with me, the great Dakim. Don't make me laugh. I'll pound a lesson into your flesh and bones, so you'll never even think about bothering me again. Here we are, Cipher Admin Dakim. And I'm going to be honest with you, I think this is one of the more toughest boss battles in the game. He has quite the strategy, I'm not going to lie there. And we'll find that strategy out in just a second. Basically, what he's going to do is have one of his Pokemon use Earthquake, and then the other of his Pokemon use Protect, so that one of his Pokemon doesn't actually get hurt by Earthquake. We're going to go ahead and use Reflect, so that the Earthquake doesn't hurt us as much, and then use Surf. So as you see, Camerupt is going to use Protect, and to avoid the fact of Protect, missing or failing due to, use in succession, he's going to swap. So the next turn, his Metang will use Protect, and the Camerupt will use Earthquake. Now, this is easy to predict, this strategy now, so you know which of his Pokemon are going to use Protect. So the first turn can be a little bummer because you can kind of, waste some turns and whatnot. At least now, this next turn, Metang here is going to use Protect, so you can focus all of your attacks on Camerupt. And that's the plus the downside to his strategy, I guess. But eventually you're going to battle him again, and it's well down the road. But he goes as far as finding Pokemon such as Claydol and Flygon, which are both ground-type Pokemon that have the ability to levitate, and then they can both use Earthquake on the same turn. And then that's when his strategy gets real tough to break down. As you can see, Camerupt has a stab bonus with his Earthquake, so it does a little bit more damage, but we'll get it down here, so it won't matter too bad. I think he has 5 Pokemon on his team. And this Cipher Admin music is the best music in the game by far. I guess it's the first time you heard it because Mirror B had her own goofy little twist. What should we use on? I don't really see. I put an Espeon so I could use Reflect, but really nothing I can do now. I'm assuming that Marshtomp will use Protect. Guess you never know. Well, I know it will, so let's go ahead and use Return, I guess. Or no one's using Protect. Okay. Actually, I think his Marshtomp likes to use Surf, if I'm not... Could be wrong there. Okay, now he's going to use Earthquake with Metang again. So he's going to hurt Marshtomp. I know he has a Golem, so I wouldn't mind keeping Quagsire alive if I could. But if I can't, that's not a big deal. Yeah, that's going to be hard to keep it alive. I don't even know if I have potions or anything like that, which is... Yeah, that's actually worrying me now that I think about that I don't have potions. Jeez, what am I doing? I don't have potions. Like, I don't know what I'm thinking. Because he does have a Shadow Pokemon, of course, and it's a testy one. Well, let's use Psybeam on Marshtomp then. Oh man, do I? Please tell me I got. Well, I got a potion. Yes, all those. I got those Hyper Potions from Mirror B's little hideout thing. Oh, there's 5 of them in there. There was 5 of them. Maybe I did buy some. I'm not sure. I'm gonna keep Hammer Bro alive, just because I know he's got a Golem coming up, so I wouldn't mind attacking the Golem. Now I know his Golem follows the Protect. I know his Golem knows Protect, so he may break the barrier there with Marshtomp there and actually attacking himself. But I know his Golem does not Protect, so be wary of that. So Metang's using Earthquake, so I think we'll attack Metang this next turn. I actually wouldn't have minded if that killed Espeon. Seems strange, but Umbreon or something would do more damage to Golem. Excuse me. Hiccups. So yeah, I'm assuming Golem needs Protect. So if you can predict this strategy, then it doesn't hurt you as bad, because at least you're focusing your attacks on actually hurting a guy, you know, and not... Sometimes if you pick it wrong and your attacks are failing because you're attacking the guy that's using Protect. Because if Protect doesn't just work just once, of course, if both of your attacks are aimed for the guy using Protect, then they both will fail. So we'll go to Umbreon, I guess. Yeah, Umbreon. We're going to Umbreon. Actually, let's go to Swabble. Well, it's not Swabble, it's Altaria. We'll go to the Wobbles. And because I'm believing that this is going to kill Metang, yeah, okay. And that's going to mean a Shadow Pokemon is going to come out. Oh, what is it? Oh my god! It's a testy one. I'm just going to let you know right now. Oh my god! That's right. There it is. Yes, that's you see that right. That is an Entei. That is a legendary Pokemon that you see in front of you there, and we are going to immediately try to put it to sleep because it uses Shadow Rush, and that is a pretty powerful move because Entei, I don't have the stat line down here beside me, but I do know Entei quite well. I mean, it's a legendary Pokemon, so all of its stats are pretty high. But the stats that stand out, its physical attack is unreal. It's very fast, as you can see, it went first. And, oh, what? No, that's not nice. Are you kidding me? Did you... Ah! That's just... Oh, that's just unfair. Golem, I can't believe you would do that. Wow. Well then, that's our second boss shadow Pokemon that we're missing. We've lost Sudowoodo due to its hurting itself in confusion. We didn't even get a chance at Entei. Oh my goodness. That's not going to be a curse or anything in this Let's Play, is it? Of me not getting the boss shadow Pokemon because of strange events? Oh, what are the Oh. Well, I was expecting to spend a lot of time on this battle, but we're actually going to get it under the time limit because of this Golem. Wow. I bought all those some Ultra Balls because I was expecting to, you know, really pound at this Entei, but, well, what do you know? Dakim is destroyed. Don't worry if this happens. Don't go all scrambly that you have to reset the system, because you will have chances later in the game to catch the Entei. So, the way you handle those Pokemon with your audacious skill, who are you? And Scrub comes. Oh, okay. And another one. He's like, Master Dakim. Oh, Scrub, you were hopelessly outclassed against him. You had zero chance of winning. I'm pulling out now. You go to Ein's lab and help out there. As you wish, sir. This isn't over yet. Stronger Pokemon are being made even now. You better get serious about training your Pokemon for our next meeting. And he jumps away. And you can see that there's a shiny little thing here. And you pick that up, and it is a F-disc. And you're like, what in the world is an F-disc? We'll find out very shortly. We talked to this man right here. Can't remember what he said his name was. Ow, that wasn't an experience I'd ever want to have again. I'm glad you came to my rescue. Thank you. I'm Vander. I'm an area leader here at Mount Battle. I'm Rui, and this is Shy. We're glad to see you. Rui explained everything that had happened to Vander. Lost memory, I guess. What you've told me explained a lot. Thanks to you, I know exactly why they attacked us. This is the Time Flute. I happened to find it while I was on my training track. It said that the Time Flute will summon Celebi, but just once. There must be something about Celebi that frightens them. They obviously don't want Celebi to encounter Shadow Pokemon. But let's not spend any more time here. Let's go back. So yes, he will escort you here to the start of Mount Battle. And he's going to give you the Time Flute. Now, there's actually 2 Time Flutes in this game. Only 2. But, are you certain? May we really have something this precious? Of course you may. I'd rather have you use a Time Flute than have those crooks take it by force. Use it and save the Shadow Pokemon from their sinister plans, yes. So that's it. Now, you can actually take on Mount Battle now, which I'm not sure if I'm going to do that now. There's TM47 there. I don't remember that being there at the start. That contains Steel Wing, which is quite the TM. It's a nice TM. I could probably give that to Altaria, actually, which is quite nice. It was terrifying, but we're saved, and at this point in time, you really don't know what to do. Now that you've done this, like, you're not getting emergency emails or anything like that from the Duking or anything like that. But I probably, before we even advance into the story, I'm probably going to do things such as advancing in Mount Battle, or maybe doing the Fennec Coliseum challenge. I haven't quite decided. But we'll move into Pyrite Town here anyways. But I'm probably going to end this video off right here anyways. And, yeah, so I can't believe we didn't get into it. That is kind of a bummer, actually. It's all right. Entei wasn't. I didn't have a plan on Entei being on the team or anything, but it's still nice to catch those guys in the first run. But anyways, I guess I gotta end the video here. Next time, I would plan that we're gonna go and do. I'm gonna lean that we're gonna go. I'm gonna go do the Fennec Coliseum. Now that we actually have 6 Pokemon, you know, or at least 5 of them, they're all non-Shadow type Pokemon. Because in Fennec Coliseum, you can't bring Shadow Pokemon with you. So I'm thinking that's what I'm gonna do next time. All right. So we'll have to wait till then, I guess. But thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys later. Okay. Goodbye.